Hey everyone, Josh here with Fresh Start Customs, and today we're going to talk about all the different options you have for coloring with your laser engraver. So we're going to talk about pre-coloring, like all this wood here in the background. We're going to be talking about raw wood, and we're going to be talking about coloring raw wood after you engrave it like this here. So to get started, I'm going to move some of this out of the way here, and we're going to talk about the raw wood first, because this is something that you're used to. You've probably done this a million times with your laser engraver. You start out with a regular sheet of material. You cut it out and engrave it. It looks awesome right off the bat. Real good contrast on this. And you have the option to clean this up a lot easier with like rubbing alcohol, or you can sand it down, or you can put masking tape on it like I did to get a flawless finish right off the bat. So I think you get the point of that. Raw wood is a great option to start out with, and you can always color it afterwards. The downside is you have to manually go in and color it afterwards, or you can use spray paint, but you take the risk of getting spray paint into the engraving depending on what angle you're shooting it at. Now with that said, let's talk about pre-coloring your material. So these are all spray painted with either acrylic or enamel spray paint. They should all be laser safe, but there are some manufacturers out there that put different chemicals into their materials. So just make sure you reach out to the manufacturer and it's laser safe for your laser engraver. The other option you have is using stain, like wood stain here. You can wood stain an entire sheet of material in advance. You may want to just double check whether it's water-based or oil-based. Some oil-based stains can catch fire a little bit easier, but I haven't had too many issues with that in my laser, so you want to make sure you reach out to the manufacturer with that and just double check with that. Now with that said, let's talk about the spray painted coloring here. So this green color, for example, is what I used for this little demon hunter panda thing that I made a while ago. The benefit of it is it's already pre-colored and it's ready to go based on the color that I select. The disadvantage of it though is the engraving being dark and the color being dark. You have to just be careful with what color you pick, because in some lighting it looks good, and in some like dark lighting it's harder to see. So that's one disadvantage there. You don't really know what you're going to get until you engrave, and then you go from there. Where these pre-color is going to shine is for like letters, like big letters. So if you need like the letter A or B, whatever letter you need, you'd pre-mask this so you wouldn't have to worry about burn marks, and it would be pre-colored and look great right off the bat. So it's like solid shapes like this. It would be awesome. Now the disadvantage is if you don't pre-mask it, it would look like this here, where you get fade marks where you're wiping off with like rubbing alcohol to get rid of all those burn marks here. Because you can't really sand this, because if you sand this like you do raw wood, then it's going to completely change the coloring and fade out the coloring even worse than what it does with rubbing alcohol here. So that's one disadvantage here, is if you want to get rid of the burn marks, if you don't pre-mask this, this isn't going to be that great of an option here. Now, with that said, let's say you go ahead, you cut out raw wood here, and then you want to paint afterwards. So here's an example of some raw MDF material here. And I've got different layers to this design here to show you what I did. So with this, I had masking tape on it right away. I just pulled off the areas that I wanted to paint, which is silver now. And then I spray painted that silver. So I got this nice, consistent, shiny silver effect here all throughout the design. And then I pulled off the rest of the masking tape afterwards to reveal the raw material again. Same thing for the silver areas on this bottom half here, and then I just manually hand colored in with acrylic paint the blue areas. So that's an option that you do. You can kind of mix and match colors, and you can do a lot more variation if you just do it that way afterwards. Speaking of which, you have the option to mix like actual paint colors like this red and your wood-based stain like this and blend them together, kind of get gradients. You can do the same thing with like color pencils on wood. So you have all sorts of different options to mix match. So we've got acrylic paint here, which we did the same effect here, but we have the regular acrylic hand painted paint here. You have the wood stain here grading into the paint here. So you have a lot of different variations on this, on how you can color and different options for coloring. Hopefully this helped you guys out and pointed you in a right direction on what you can do with your laser or how you can pre-color or not. And if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below and I'll be happy to help you out.